Hello, hello. Thanks for joining me. I'm so glad you're here. To all my new subscribers, mwah, thank you so much. For those who've been watching for a long time, you know I love you. If it's your first time checking out my channel, I'm so happy to have you here. And for all of you who haven't subscribed, click that red subscribe button down in the corner. That's gonna get you subscribed. It's free, it's easy, it's quick, no pain. So come on, today I want to talk to you about something that's been on a lot of people's minds. I've been getting a lot of mail about this, and it is the top 5 reasons that Americans are choosing to move abroad. Not surprisingly, one of the top reasons, less stress. Number 1 reason, less stress. People are tired of that hustle bustle rat race mentality, that lifestyle where you go from paycheck to paycheck, never really feeling secure. It's tough. And I think as people get older, wiser, more mature, more conscious, they realize that what's really important in life is priceless. It's the quality of your life that matters. It's not the car that you drive. It's not the house that you live in. It's not your job. It's how you feel from day to day. And if you're having stress in your life, that's pretty much going to override anything else that happens. So you could be driving a fancy car, you could be living in a great neighborhood, but if you're feeling stressed out, it's going to diminish the quality of your life. I'm focused on coconuts I'm finding on the beach this morning. Where's my coral? Here it is. Bits of coral that are tucked into the sand. Things like that. Now that's not all I do. I work, I earn money still, but I can do it in a way that suits me, that allows me to look better, to feel better, to nourish myself with fresh foods, with vitamin D from the beautiful sun on this warm November morning. I actually need to fan myself a little bit because the sun is pretty strong. But it's a matter of looking at what's priceless in life. And for me, that's peace of mind, better health, longevity, which comes from reducing stress, changing the way that we live. It's about happiness, people, you know that. It's about feeling good day to day. Does that mean there's never a bad day? Of course not. But it means that even the bad days are like this. Even when it rains, it's more tranquil. It just feels better. Let's check out another reason. Number 2 reason, you know what it is, right? It's cost of living. The United States is expensive. Here's an example. As of January 2019, the median U.S. income rising from 2018 was only $63,688. That's still well under $100,000 per person. That's really, really low. But check this out. The median U.S. housing price was $279,500. In cities like San Francisco, the median housing price is $1.3 million. Dallas, $375,000. Chicago, $340,000. Atlanta, $325,000. These are not low prices. And again, these are the averages. So it costs a lot of money to live in the U.S., especially when the median income is in some cases, a third or a quarter of what you're going to pay for your home. You haven't even turned on a single light. You haven't put anything in your refrigerator yet. That's craziness. You parents out there, you know the cost of education is high. The average cost of a private elementary school in the U.S. is $8,000. Yes, $8,000 per child. If you're talking high school, it goes up to $13,000. And a lot of you guys are paying a lot more than that per year per child. It gets expensive quickly in the U.S. And of course, the cost of health care. We all know health care in the United States it's a sham, right? It's a total industry where they're more interested in keeping people sick to sustain the corporations than really helping people get well. The average cost of health care these days is about $10,000 per person per year. I can tell you right now, I'm paying $1,000 for a full year of coverage for myself and my son. That includes death benefits, which means if anything happens to me, they're going to take care of me, put me in a little package, send me home, whatever it is I desire. If I have a problem here where I live, they're going to air ambulance me to the city and take me to the best hospital. It's full coverage for $1,000. That alone gives me greater peace of mind, which means I'm I'm gonna live better, probably live longer, and certainly be happier while I'm doing it. Another thing that people talk about and love to do, but doesn't really get discussed, I notice, is travel. We all love to travel and see the world, or at least many of us do. I think if you're watching this channel, you do. But what you don't know is that it's so much less expensive to travel once you're outside of the United States. The hardest part is getting up and out. But once you're on an island like I am, or if you're in another part of the world, it's so much cheaper to get a flight to another location nearby. I had a friend who was living in Ethiopia for a while, and she was able to travel from there to Egypt, to Tanzania, to all kinds of interesting places for not that much money. Whereas had she been trying to do all of that from the US, the prices would have been skyrocketing. Same thing for those people who are living in Asia now. To travel to different parts of Asia is like super cheap. It's not expensive to have a beach weekend when you're living someplace else. Just something to think about. Number 3, more fun and adventure. Who doesn't want that? When you're living outside of the US, you can visit your bucket list places, and in many, many cases, it's much less expensive to do so. Travel is cheaper once you leave the US. Flights are not as high because you're usually closer to those bucket list destinations anyway, and wherever you're living is going to be less expensive anyway, so it makes it a lot easier to check off those things that you want to do. You got easy access in many cases to beautiful sights. Oh my gosh. Wonderful experiences, whatever you like, it's so much more possible. And you feel the freedom of just being able to breathe deeply, having the peace that we all desire so much, and to laugh more. When you're happier, of course you feel better. You're gonna laugh more, you'll sleep better at night, life just feels better, and you're more inclined to take those adventures. So get out there, people, give it a shot. And what's better than a little morning run on the beach? That'll lift your spirits. Or even just a walk. Find your bliss, it's really true. Find what makes you feel good. Find what takes you out of your same old, same old. Do something different for yourself. Do something for other people. Spread some love. It's all about doing things, again, that improve the quality of your life. Find a way. Do you, instead of standing in a long line at Starbucks, paying way too much for a cup of coffee, why don't you come have breakfast with me here? Let's have a cup of coffee over there. What do you think? Looks pretty good to me. Let's go check it out. Looks pretty good. Definitely better than waiting in line at Starbucks. I'm just saying. Number 4, fresh food. It's a lot better out here. You don't have to eat a lot. You don't have to pay a lot for it. Most things grow on trees or in the ground right in your own vicinity, so you're not paying a lot to have things shipped in. The seafood is fresh. Even if you're into, I'm not a big meat eater, but if you eat a lot of meat, whether it's pork or beef or what have you, a lot of that stuff is fresh because the farms are right nearby. The fish, look at that. The fish is right out there. Fishermen are going to catch it every day and put it on your table. It really is kind of like farm to table, as they say, without all the in-between, without all the middlemen. Hola, buen día. Muy bien, gracias. Oh, qué bueno. Mira, check this out. ¿Cómo te llamas?
Silvania.
Silvania, gracias. Y ya, espera, yo pedí un café y jugo de chinola. ¿Cuánto vale el café?
55.
It's $1, roughly. Y el jugo?
110.
$2. Muchas gracias.
De nada.
Okay. So that's what I'm saying. For basically $3, maybe $3.50, I'm getting a very full cup of coffee. Trust me. Well, it may not be a caramel macchiato, whatever, but if you like coffee, you're not going to wish you had something different. This is strong, good. I'm not even a coffee drinker, and I like it. And this fresh juice right here, taking the straw out, is what they call chinola juice, passion fruit. It's delicious. It's just from the trees, like right around here. I have chinola trees in my garden. This is fresh. This would cost you to eat. Can you even get passion fruit juice in the U.S.? I don't think so. I never saw it there. So, something different. Enjoy. Try and see. Even though it's a warm morning, there's a gentle breeze blowing now, and the coffee just feels good and like, I don't know, it makes me feel good inside. Simple pleasures, that's what it is. It's that the more you kind of deconstruct your life in a very positive way, the more you realize you just don't need all the stuff that we tend to have, all of the knickknacks, all the belongings, all of the mental stuff that we carry around, the weight, the physical things that we carry around. The more you like release in your life, de-stress, declutter, all of that, you're just gonna feel better, you're gonna live easier, you're gonna breathe easier, you're gonna sleep better, you're gonna eat a lot better, you're just gonna feel better. This is what's happening. This is why Americans are choosing to leave. Number 5, check out a new way of life. Learn something new. Get out of your same old box. Look at this. You want fresh coconuts? These are fresh. Fresh. Oh, it's heavy. Oh! And they're not going to be $5 at Whole Foods. So that's it, you guys. That's my 5 reasons why Americans are choosing to leave the U.S. and move abroad. The bottom line is it's just a simpler, more enjoyable lifestyle when you're not having to stress out about every little thing, when your money goes much, much farther, when you can eat food that actually supports your health and nourishes you instead of taking it away. Everything suddenly becomes better. You feel better. Your way of life is better. Your outlook is better. The way you relate to other people, including your family members, your children, your spouse, all that gets better. And so longevity is a real thing. You live longer because you feel better. There's truly a mind-body connection. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope it makes you think about it, and I hope it makes you take one step closer. If you're thinking about leaving, set your things in motion. Do some planning, do some preparation. You can do it too. Finally, before you go, I ask, with all my love, once again, that you hit that subscribe button. Got a lot more great stuff coming for you. I wouldn't want you to miss it. Help me, help you, help me, help us, help everybody, spread the love. Have a great day, guys. Take care. Bye.